Okay. Ba-ba-da-ba. Am I apparently live? I have a stream key. I hope. Set it. Stream. Uh. Uh. You know what? Let's chill. We're gonna figure this shit out. Never have I ever done this shit. Um. Start sending us your video from your streaming software to go live. Como? How? Mama, I am. Okay, well, Okay, I am live. Very odd. Also, why the hell? Okay, well, listening to this. Okay, I am live. Very odd. Also, why the hell? Okay, well, ba-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da. Listening to this. Okay, I am live. Very odd. Also, why the hell? Okay, well, oh, I probably shouldn't have done that. Yeah, whoops. Okay, I'm pretty sure this is just myself. So I'm just gonna do that. Can I do that? Is that a thing that occurs? Beep, bop, boop. Yeah. Okie dokie. I'm aware that this microphone is fat heckin' garbage, but that's what we have right now. And there's no one here anyway, so it's not the biggest deal. It's 2:23. Oh, guys. I will be investing in a microphone, so that's somewhat exciting. Right now, actually, though, I'm going to. Jeez. Okay. we're gonna try 800 by 800. That's not a lot of pixels, honestly. Especially for 300 DPI. 72 DPI. Whoa. Oh, okay. I'm also really sad. I don't remember what pencil I liked best. Hang on. I lost my favorite pencil. I know that. And it was fucking depressing, is what it was. It's not bad. But let me go to my favorite brush, actually. Yeah. I had like a little Sona, and they were super duper cute. But apparently, I don't have the image of them. But it was like little me with antenna and a big fluffy sweater and a crop top and then big wide pants because I love big wide pants. And I had uh, little patches on the knees that were stars. So that's kind of the vibe. I still really like the design. So I think I'm gonna go for it over here. Um, Let me see. Da, 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 yeah, no, I'm gonna do that. Um, with that. Just gonna. No, of course not. Uh, but is that correct? Can I just copy it? I don't want to fucking download it. That's so annoying. Ugh. I mean, I feel like I just need to like yoink. Let me see. Oh, isn't there a thingy? Bu, 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 bu. Okay. I never noticed that. That's really fucking funny. Um, Let me see. How do I do circles? I've forgotten all of my keywords. Direct draw. I do have a circle. Oh, that's a lot of pixels. Uh, Brush size. Let's do 10. That should be fine. Um, That's around that. Whee! Okay. I do it? Is that it? Not gonna lie, I think that's it. Huzzah. Um, okay. Um, okay. Hell yeah. I love a good template. Uh, is it disingenuous because I don't have this haircut anymore? It is kind of the Sonos vibe, though. Uh, okay. Left ear is over there. Right ear is over here. Mm. Oh, hate that. Polyline, where are you? Big fan of Polyline Select. I should probably have something open. That would be great. Okay, huzzah. Uh, yeah, I think that's fine. Oh, puta madre. You ever remember how to breathe? That shit goes crazy. Okay. Oh, that's immensely better. I don't know if you can tell the difference, but I can tell the difference. It makes sense probably for content to draw super zoomed in like this, huh? I usually do draw a little zoomed out because it helps me to not get bogged in on the details like I used to. Okay. What I do want to do though is duplicate my layer, make it a little smaller because I want to fuck with the pose. I want to make sure that what I'm doing Makes sense. Let me see. Shoulder. It's kind of funny. Well, it's not funny. It's really, really interesting and a testament of my body dysmorphia. How I always draw myself skinnier than I am. But then, like, I love me a drawing of some thick bitches, you know? I don't know. It's weird. Um, okay, so the thing that I wanted to do here. Um, Something like that ish. Damn, I'm not gonna discuss. Okay. Uh, fuck, man. I don't hate it. Actually, I kind of really don't hate it now that it looks like that. Um, um, I don't know, man. This whole like elbow shoulder situation is not my favorite right now. Oh shit, that's not what I wanted to do. Hmm. Hmm. That's not bad. I don't hate that. Um, but I do have a couple other ideas, is the thing. Because, like, got the cute little me drawing. That's sick. That's dope, and that's awesome. But, like, also, what if we did, like, a, this kind of a thing, you know? And then I do want to come up with a better channel name. I'll have to wait a little bit because I did just change it from just like my name to Vic Isn't Dead. Um, 'Cause it was my government name, and I don't want that out there. Ew, no thank you. Absolutely horrifying. Um, my calves aren't that big. I got fat ass thighs, but my calves are not huge. Right. Now, does that look like fat ass thighs or just can't tell? Oh, couldn't catch me with my leg this straight. Probably ever. So that's kind of the vibe. But honestly, I think I like this one better. It's got more personality. Goodbye. Okay. Um, I'm gonna do a little that. I'm gonna do a little flip. I mean, yeah, we know this is a problem. Uh, but this is also just like stop. It doesn't matter. This is just a sketch. This is just a sketch, and we're gonna add shit later. I will say also this it makes it look like oh that's why because I forgot that I have this layer. It makes it look like I am looking straight on. Um, that's not bad. Beep, bop, bop, bada. Oh, hello. Shit, I didn't know there was someone here. I really hope there's an automated name changing switch on this channel, except for like 100 years. What? But like, I don't know. Like, I don't. What would it be? What would it? What would I change it to? Shit, I don't know how long this has been here. Fuck. Are you even here still? Maybe. It's also almost 3 in the morning, but that's okay. Um, yeah. I don't know why I assume there would be like a thing over here. Ah, this is what I think I was assuming. Okay, gotcha. Vic is. I see, I see. 100 years is really, that's hopeful as an almost 30-year-old right now. Good evening, Bill K 2978. Thank you for stopping in. This is my first stream ever. Well, that's a lie. I streamed one time on Instagram many years ago, but not anytime lately. And I'm kind of wanting to make it a thing. I thought it'd be fun. Why not? Oh, that looks fine. Oh, I've been on the wrong fucking layer. Oopsie poopsie. Oh well. I'll just merge those. Whatever. I just work here. I don't know if I like this arm though. Jeez. I still think Vic is dead is the funniest shit. Set to 100 years. Let me see. Oh, before I start moving things, I should put this on a different layer. Boop, boop. Cool. Well, thank, thank you. Welcome to YouTube. Yeah, I don't know. I have had a really tumultuous year or so, and I'm in a stage of my life where I want to put a lot more intention into figuring out who I am and what I do. Um, so yeah, I don't know how long I'll do this, but I think it could be a lot of fun. And I think also it occurred to me that like one doesn't have to have a fuck ton of viewers to like justify streaming. And if I'm gonna draw, it doesn't take too much effort to turn on a couple more settings of software. Oh, it'll be fun. Maybe it'll be a thing. Who knows? Illustration has been a passion of mine for a long time. And if I'm able to make it a career, that'd be pretty fucking dope. I don't like this hand, but I only don't like it because I just added a pinky. We're just gonna pretend I didn't. That's back. Everything's fine. Flip a canvas. Honestly, that's pretty fucking cute. Do I have a rough idea of what I'm going for? Are you asking specifically for this piece, or my life, or like anything in general? Life? Who the fuck knows? I am just trying to get to a place where I am content with the fact that I'm alive. For the piece, I once upon a time had a Sona, like just a little drawing of my. I actually did a sketch of it over here. um, it was a little drawing of myself, and I had little like buggy antenna, and it was so cute. Um, your life and the channel. Oh fuck, that's a lot. Well, let me finish the piece one since I got that. Um, but Sona. I couldn't find the actual drawing file anywhere. I had it colored. It was really cute. And I was going to like uh, what's the word? Import import it over here to make this easier. But alas, I could not find it. So that's what we're doing with the piece. And that's what it will be based on. I don't have this haircut anymore, but I still like it. My life and the channel. Fuck. I don't know. Like, channel's a channel. If I can do art, great. Um, like I said, I have had a passion for illustration for a really long time. Um, and I think if I were able to get some kind of jump on, not a jump, that's not the word I want. Not even a head. I don't know, just like what's the word? A hat in the mix. You know? Just throw in a hat in, see what sticks, if it helps open any new doors, meet new people, that kind of thing. I think it could be really fun. Um, so I'd say that's the channel. um, for life, I don't really have a long-term plan right now. I'm not in a position to be able to have one. Um, but again, the last year, basically, almost exactly, has been some of the most tumultuous life events back to back to back to back that I've experienced in a long time. Um, so I'm hoping to get to a position where I can just enjoy life and meet new people and do things that either helps other people or just helps myself because I am not used to helping myself. I think that would be fun. Um, I don't know if that necessarily answered your question, but that's kind of just the vibe. Uh, okay. I think this is pretty good for a set sketch. Uh, Boop. Delete these. And now we're gonna try to scale this. Um, okay, actually, yeah, hang tight. Maybe that can duplicate. So what I think could be fun is if this is a little more reclined. Um, um, okay. I think the neck needs to move. That feels like it's not in the right place. That's much better. Also, I am painfully aware of the horrible quality of my microphone. I am currently using the internal mic on a pair of uh, like noise canceling headphones. But I will be investing in a microphone as soon as I can. I think that would be really fun and really nice. Okay, got something like that. Oh, that's so much better. I don't know, you can tell, but I can tell that is so much better. That's cute. Okay. Um, I do that. I'm gonna flip. Does anything need to happen necessarily? Honestly, it's not that bad. Make sure my canvas is facing the right way. Uh, so that this is not going to export backwards. Uh, oh, sweet Jesus. Sure. Okay. Yeah. Sick. Sick. I've never played Splatoon. I don't know. Um, when I first wanted to get it, I was inspired by Aurora, who is a musician. Let me see if I can pull up her little haircut. Ba-ba-ba-ba-ba. And I had it for a few months, and it was a lot of fun. And then I had a little crash out where I needed to, well, I needed to shave my head, but I didn't. You know, I don't know if you've ever gotten that urge, but let me see if there's like a good picture of her. Copy image. I'll paste that right over here. So yeah, my little hair tails weren't quite this long. Um, and my hair's not the same texture, but I had the little bangs, the little bob, and the little hair tails. So, but I don't know about Splatoon. She does make beautiful music, yeah. I really enjoy it. I was not aware of how much delay there is on live streams. It's so uh, disorienting, I suppose, to see in my little studio window what I was doing like a minute ago. No wonder it usually takes people a second to respond to things. Alright, let me think. What is my skin? I know I'm olive toned in terms of like skin tone. Honestly, that's pretty good. Okay. We're gonna block colors right up here. Skin. Um, and my summer drawing, my hair was like a really nice dark green. Because I love dark green hair. But I don't know if I'm gonna do that here. So if I'm not, we've got like a dark brown. And it was like a bluish gray crop top. Or no, it was a black crop top with bluish gray pants. Let's make this a pinky black. Yeah, that works. And like a light green sweater. Not quite that green. What is it? No. Why does this suck? Maybe that is the right green and it just looks weird because it's right next to gray and white. Ugh, sick. Okay. Um, we've got colors, block. It's a little smaller so it's out of the way. Um, I'll put that below the sketch layer. And we will do, yeah, honestly, probably just, I don't know which thing to do if I want to do lines or color blocking. I'll do color blocking. I need to get used to not things that I'm used to. So this is going to go here, hit multiply on that so that I can see it. That's probably upright. Okay. Is that a weird shape? Kind of. How can I fix this? To be fair, I am a weird shape. Ideas beyond my sauna. Not particularly. At one point, I was going to give my sauna a pet, either a mushroom or a cat, because mushrooms are cute as fuck and cats are perfection. Um, I don't have a cat yet. I cannot afford one at this time. Um, so honestly, since I don't have a pet, I probably won't. But I just wanted to make a new profile picture and then maybe a banner after that. But I don't know. I don't know. It's really, again, we're new stuff, new territory out here. Nick. Does that look good without lines? Nick is a little far to the right. That's good. But also in terms of just like what I will be drawing on the channel, I suppose, if that's also your question. No, I totally would. I'm living with my parents right now, and my mother is allergic, and she'd be very upset with me if I got one. But I will await the distribution system. It will find me. Um, we do have plenty of varmint, as some would say. We do live in the South. I don't say varmint personally, but anyway, in terms of like what I will be drawing on the channel, I have a few projects in mind. I have a video game that I'm designing and building slowly, and that's a lot of fun. So I don't know, I'll probably start doing something with that publicly, maybe. There's still a part of me that's worried to do that because my brain is like, oh, someone will steal the idea and make it better. But I think that's just like older sibling trauma. That's the wrong way. Let me see. It's not too bad. Cool. I should, because it is a crop top, I should give myself some shoulders. Besides that, I am also in the middle of making a Minecraft resource pack um, for plants and flowers. So I might stream working on that. I have recently finished all of the models for and the like textures for the 1 block tall flowers. Um, I just need to finish some item textures, like the ones that you see in the menu. Um, I need to finish some of those for the 1 block tall flowers, and I think I might be missing a potted plant here and there. But then I'll be moving on to 2 block tall, and that's really exciting. The goal is to have just a complete like plant and foliage pack. Um, and that really just started because I used to have a texture pack that I really liked, but then it wasn't getting updated, so I wanted to stop using it because if it didn't have longevity, I didn't want it to be a habit, I suppose. And I was also just like very used to Jesus Christ in heaven. Um, very used to what that texture pack looked like and nothing else. So I just figured at this point, if I can design my own plants that I like, then that's got the best longevity because I'll like them. And since I built them, I can edit them or change them or do anything if I start to not like it. Um, I still can't get over changing changing the channel name in 100 years. They just in case y'all didn't know, Vic is dead now. I don't know. I really want to figure out a different username though. I think that would be really good for me. I've had many an art account and many an artist username, but they're usually like a seasonal nickname or an inside joke kind of thing, and they never stick. I think if I could have a nickname that, or like have a channel name that actually represents something about myself, that would be pretty cool. Um, on some accounts, my name is Vicky Vicky. Um, Vicky Vicky with the double C's. The problem there is I hate being called Vicky with a passion. So if someone sees that and then assumes to call me Vicky because that is in the username, very fair, uh, that would piss me the fuck off, and I don't want to do that. So, although Thicky Vicky is an iconic username, truly, if people didn't assume to call me Vicky based off of it, I would probably use it so much more. Um, and also like Thick Vic does not have the same like oomph, the same pizzazz as Sticky Vicky. Thick Vic sounds like a brand of mayonnaise or something. I'm not mayonnaise. Cool, 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 cool. Do I hate these bangs? Kind of. Am I willing to do anything about it? Not particularly. Did that fix it? Honestly, yeah, kinda. Ba, ba, ba. Hmm, I'm gonna leave that for now. I don't think I hate it. Well, yeah, wait a second, wait a second. I do also have an undercut, but that's going to be absolutely impossible to display on this little guy. Which is fine. I'm not out here trying to make a one-to-one version of myself, especially because I do not have this haircut anymore. I like how I drew ears and piercings as if that did anything. Let's go. Milk lettuce? Girl, milk lettuce. Hmm, interesting. That is something else, dog. That is something else. Um, my Minecraft username is possibly Vic, because I thought it would be fun to be like, maybe it's Vic. That's probably really fucking stupid, but that was the idea behind that. And I could do possibly Vic for my art also. That wouldn't be too bad. But again, I want it to be somewhat representative of myself. If you want to throw out suggestions, you totally may. Am I sure about that? Am I sure about what? Bilk? Bilk lettuce? See, that's funny. Or am I sure about allowing you to throw out username suggestions? I mean, just because you're saying them doesn't mean I'll use them. Uh, and at the very least, we could get a good laugh at it, but I think it could be fun. Ah, this hair is pissing me off, but that's okay. We're gonna forget it and move on. Things are fine, and it is only pixels. Honestly, I don't know how I did that just now, but that's kind of perfect, so sick. Good for me. Um, let me see. It looks like this is gonna need to. Ah, fuck it. I just did some doobie doobie. Oh, yeah, no, possibly thick. Maybe. Just I thought it would be funny, and I was also starting my Forever World, and that's also why I was wanting to figure out texture pack stuff. Because I wanted whatever I was doing to stick. I wanted it to be somewhat evergreen. That's something that means a lot for me. Um, shit, dog. I am a witch. I practice witchcraft. Unsure if I was going to end up talking about that too much in my content. It really would have, I suppose, depended. Uh, like maybe I would mention it in passing if a holiday was coming up or something. Let me think. I'm assuming you mean like on an actual real personal level and not just like I like spiders kind of thing. Which I used to have arachnophobia actually. Under who? Under who? Who? Again, dog, this delay is fat garbage because I be talking and talking and oh man, I gotta hello upside down. I gotta figure out how to navigate this shit. I don't know if there's a way to fix it from my end or if genuinely and truly it is just gonna be like this forever and ever. Oh Christ. Um, let me think. Let me think. What means a lot to me? The stars and the moon mean a lot to me. They are oh, not necessarily. Some witches do either work with deities or worship certain ones, but it's not necessary. Like not all witches do. But I worship Apollo and Lilith right now. Um, I am considering beginning to worship Aphrodite as well, but I think that will happen if it needs to happen. Um, but Apollo and Lilith have helped me a lot. I wouldn't say I work with them because that's like a different sort of form of devotion that I don't have the bandwidth for right now. But I do worship them and I give them little offerings and they have little altars and sometimes we'll commune, but it's not super frequent and I like to think we have good boundaries right now. um, but they have helped me a lot, really. So I'm very grateful for them sticking around with me, even though I'm kind of a little doofus sometimes. But yeah, that, that answers that. Of course, I immediately forgot what I was saying the 5 minutes ago, but that's okay. Oh, the moon and stars, bro. Like, I have time and time again called the moon just straight up my wife. That's my wife up there. The amount of times I've been hanging out with friends, um, and we're like leaving the bar super late or something, and the moon's out, and I just have to stop and say like, "Hi, gorgeous. Hi, baby." I love her. Um, yeah, and stars generally for a similar vibe, but I definitely love the moon more than I love stars. Um, let's see. This one needs to be higher. What else means a lot to me? Art does. Art means a lot to me. I would not be the person I am without having been an artist my whole life. Also, I'm just looking at the little preview up here. It looks so fucking cute. Oh my god, I'm so excited. Um, art and music, I'd say as well. Um, I wouldn't necessarily call myself a musician. I do have a guitar. Oh, I was supposed to put this one in front of the ears. Yeah, fuck it. I do have a guitar and I do play it sometimes. And uh, we have a piano at my parents' house, and I'll go downstairs and play that sometimes, but I can't read sheet music. Um, I can't remember if my Sona had pointy ears. I feel like she did. Uh, what else is important to me? Cats. The moon. Um, I'm a really big nerd. I play Magic the Gathering. Um, I used to play more Pokemon. I don't anymore, but I still very much enjoy uh, like the art of it and such. Trying to think. I was raised on like Star Wars and Lord of the Rings. I wouldn't say I'm like the biggest fan of Lord of the Rings, but I think it is a very, very good piece of media, both as a book and a film. Um, I know some people who are very displeased with the like Hobbit sequels that they done did, but I have no complaints about them. I think they're fine. Let's see, do that. Oh, I did not mean to do that. I didn't mean to do that either. I don't know. I feel like I've kind of answered most of like what means a lot to me. That's fine. Okay, and then I need to do a little that. Okay, here's good. You know what? I appreciate the attempt. It is, yeah. If I could, if I could think of when I would. For a minute, I used an Instagram. Boy, this username was rough. Rose. Hang on, that's Rose. Uh, Clock. There might have been a dot after Rose. Oh, that's a Z. I should do it like that so people know what I'm doing. Because it was either with a dot after Rose or no, because art. Um, because rose quartz is one of my favorite crystals also. And my birthday's in June, and the flower of June is a rose. So that's a whole thing. Um, I'm pretty sure there was another period over here because I remember it looking super like messy and not good. So, but, uh, and I'm not uh, unfamiliar with being called Rose either. My nieces and nephews call me Rosie, actually. Um, so, Step to Rose wouldn't be too difficult if I were to do content under that name. Um, Having not laid a sketch for my clothing was a mistake. But I'll figure it out. This will be fine. Especially because most of it's gonna have a sweater anyway. This looks stupid. It doesn't matter. It's behind a tablet. It's not gonna matter at all. There's probably also gonna be a sweater right there anyway. I don't have like 1940s triangle boobies though. That'd be weird as hell. Honestly, from this angle. Stop thinking about it. It doesn't matter. There's gonna be a sweater. Just put your damn shirt on. Okay. I also did tap dance for 12 years. That's not very relevant to my life right now. I do miss it, but that's another, I suppose, thing that means a lot to me. Thing that was important for my personality development. Okay. Um, my favorite color is green. Rose is my favorite flower. It used to be petunia for a time. I don't know. Can I still tap dance? I probably could if I got my shoes out and tried. It has been maybe 5 years since I have tap danced, so I wouldn't say like the technical skill has gone anywhere, but probably just like the, I don't know, like the nimbleness maybe. I'm not necessarily getting old, but I am not as young as I was during my tap career. And I was very, very good. So I enjoyed it immensely. Um, and my dance teacher, after because I had to quit because I got married and I couldn't like afford to spend that time not working essentially. Um, and then also like pay for the class. Um, because it's class. Like I'm not just gonna show up. But my dance teacher did offer me studio space. She was saying that I could just show up and dance. Um, she was really proud of me. I'm sure she still is, but yeah. If the opportunity came, I totally probably uh could dance again, but I don't know. Sometimes I still like have dreams about dancing. It's usually more dreams about ballet than tap though, because I stopped dancing ballet several years earlier than I stopped dancing tap. Um, and then it often became like the sort of stressful test, you forgot your pants kind of dreams, except for this ballet you haven't done in forever and ever is now a you have to do it. it was it was rough, but yeah, I haven't had one of those dreams in a while. I do miss tap dance. It was a huge part of my life for a very long time. Um, I don't know. I I would say there's a lot of things like that. Um, I don't know if you have played things like D&D or if you're familiar at all, but I've always sort of compared myself flexible. I've never been flexible. I actually have some, I think I probably have some version of Ehlers-Danlos or something because my connective tissue is fucked up. Like I cannot touch my toes. I have not been able to touch my toes with straight legs in years. But yeah, no, that was also part of why I stopped ballet. um, what was I saying? Shit, fuck. In my head, it was important. Oh, D&D. Um, I have often compared myself to a bard. Um, because one of their things is they're a jack of all trades, master of none, and that is very much me as a person. Um, Despite some really really rough aspects of my childhood, I was very fortunate to be in a position where I could do a lot of different things and experience a lot of things. Um, so I know a lot, or rather, I know and a passable amount of things about a lot of things. Um, so that's uh, but I do enjoy sort of knowing a bunch of stuff. Um, it's very much the master of none part that gets me sad though, because like I'm conversational at best with Spanish. I can kind of keep up with sign language. Um, I used to be super passionate about science, so I can kind of keep up in many a science conversation. I'm very passionate about mathematics, so if we get going about algebra, I fucking love algebra. Um, but I don't know. I wish I had more of something, whether it was oh I'm really good at my languages and I figured that out, or something like that. I don't know. I think you probably understand what I'm trying to convey by that though. This does not look like a crop top. This looks like a tank top, and that is sad because it is a crop top. Does that just look like a bra? Maybe. It's cute though, so I will take it. And there's gonna be a sweater anyway. Who cares? Ah, I don't know how much I should color outside of my little circle template. That's one thing that I'm a little not like stressed about, but like I guess apprehensive because I definitely could like draw all the way out of the circle. I like to think I'm charismatic. Here's the problem. I'm charismatic with people that I know and or like. Um, but that's also like a lot of my social issues are because I've got a personality disorder called antisocial personality disorder. So my social life does suffer from that. But if I'm in my element when it comes to interacting with people, I am very much so. Um, and I also am very much the kind of person to care a lot about people and be willing to extend myself further than I probably should. Um, that was probably my favorite part of being a manager at my previous job was there was sort of an ongoing thing that I was mother and a friend of mine was father, and we got those nicknames like mom and dad for two completely separate reasons. But then we started a headcanon of like we're amicably divorced we're an amicably divorced couple who are co-parenting all of our kids. um, but I am a fierce protector of people that I care about. Um, but I'm also, it takes a second for me to like people. Um, if you've given me a reason not to like you, I won't. And that, I wouldn't say it gets me in trouble, but it can be an issue. That's a good arm. I like that arm. So yeah, I'd say that's my level of riz, if you will. I hate myself. Please don't comment on that. Bilk, if you say anything, I will be so sad. Um, by the by, uh, simply out of curiosity, and you don't have to share, where are we watching from, Bill? Where I'm at, it is 3:30. Now, by elements, do you mean like the avatar type element, or like if I'm in my element kind of phrasing? Um, that one I'm not sure. Georgia the state, huzzah! I am just above you. It is late, bud. To be fair, I'm currently unemployed, and I don't have anything going on tomorrow until the evening, so I am in a position to be able to do this. I don't know your life. Obsessed also with the way we say Georgia the state, so that I'm not like, oh, Georgia the country. But I'm sure that's an interaction that happens sometimes online. Hadn't considered, I suppose. This arm is completely invisible except for this hand. Ah, being surrounded by artists, dancers, nerds. Uh, well, my element in terms of the avatar is air. Well, I'd say air or fire. If we're looking at just like what element in real life I associate myself with, it would be air. I'm a Gemini. There's a whole bunch of stuff, witchy stuff that goes into that. But if I were a bender, I'd be a firebender for sure. I have too many anger issues to not be. um, yeah, I'd say my element is definitely being surrounded by artists and nerds. I was also a theater kid. I did Shakespeare for several years through high school. Um, so like if I can get in like a weird nerdy space with either other like theater people or like I'm not very good at improv, but funny people to like bounce off of, that's a good time. And most of my friends, most of the time, are some version of nerds. Where is this an issue? I think this is on this thing. Yeah. Um, see, do I need to like do this hand? Because it's way over here. I don't know. I'm trying to think of like what else I would consider my element in terms of like social settings. I don't like this crop top. It's giving bra. Like besides nerds. Because right now, kind of the only people I hang out with are my friends that I play Magic the Gathering with, um, which is totally fine. I love Magic the Gathering. I got into it. Why does this feel? Oh, it's what? Why does this feel incorrect? Why are you a different color? Hate that. Uh, oh, that's still a different color. Why are we a different color? Ooh, interesting. Okay. I do have a couple different colors up here. Okay, good to know, good to know, good to know, good to know. I was also, I wouldn't say I was a history nerd, but my mother was a history, my mother was a history nerd, and so I know a lot about historical things. We went to the Ren Fair the other weekend, and boy howdy, did I have much to say about some clothing and the like combat section that they had. Now, why do you feel like you owe someone money? Is this just like a oh shit, I'm forgetting something feeling, or what's the jazz? Would love to know. I'm a big nosy guy. I mean, hey, if you want to owe me money, that's I won't say, I won't say no. I should set up a coffee. That'd be funny. Um, it was my birthday the other day, last Friday actually, and I really want to get more tattoos and piercings, but okay. So to be fair, I was a witch before I got into Pokemon or Magic the Gathering. Um, that's really funny though. No, I was a witch before I got into D&D, any of it. Like the only thing I did especially nerdy. Now, insane shit is a phrase there, Bill. Uh, the only thing that I did that was excessively nerdy before witchcraft was theater. Um, I would say I don't feel comfortable doing NSFW. I've considered doing furry art because I've heard furry artists make bank. Um, I do have commissions up on my TikTok, which I don't remember what my username is there. Probably some old username that I don't use anymore. I should change it to something. Vic is dead. Um, but I do like actually I can pull them up. I have boop, 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 doop. um character images. I did click open. There it is. Like this. This is one of the bards that I would play. I don't have any games right now, but this is Arden Merlot. I love them. They're beautiful. So this kind of drawing is on commission, and da, 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 da. This kind of character sheet is on commission. Not NSFW mostly. Interesting. It goes beyond drawing. Girl, you want pictures of my feet? Like, what's the vibe? What's the jazz? Um, I'm trying to think. I have one more level of commission available, and I do not remember what it is. But I had three. Or maybe it was just like full body, bust, half body kind of thing. I don't know. I love Arden. Funk. Not NSFW mostly is a very frightening phrase to hear on the internet, though. I hope you know that. I'm sure you know that actually. Script writing commissions. I've never. Have I written a script? No. I've written fan fiction. Um, I wouldn't say I'm much of a playwright by any means. Sorry to disappoint on the theater kid side of that shit. I was definitely more of a story writer than a playwright by any means. Um, and even so, I probably wouldn't commission writing. I I enjoy writing, but I wouldn't say that I would do it on purpose. Like I have to really have a passion for whatever the fuck I'm writing about in order to do it. Um, how do we feel about this? I feel like this needs to come a little lower. Yeah, that's fine. Are we good? Is anything being a problem right now? I don't think so. Maybe this a time. Any skill with programming? Not beyond uh Minecraft assets. That's truly the only amount of like coding or programming that I've gotten into. It's really fun and really interesting. Um, but no, not really. What I do have skill in is mathematics and accounting. I don't have a degree, so it's impossible to get a job really. Um, but at some point, if I could get a career in accounting, I would love that. I'm by no means a professional though. I've had training in company company specific software and some in QuickBooks, but I'm not certified to like do it for people really. Okay, how are we feeling? Feeling good. I think I can finally do a sweater. Um, because in the original drawing, it was off on one shoulder, which is really interesting because I really wouldn't do that, but it just looks good in terms of a character design to have a sweater off on one shoulder. Oh, the stock market is something I've not yep. I I suppose I'm more the simple bookkeeping uh let me pay your invoices type shit. A born blind individually vigil, no, I don't have access to any blind individuals actually. Access is a really weird way to say that. I understand what you're saying, but damn, what a weird thing to say there, Bilk lettuce. I swear to God, if you don't change it to bilk lettuce, that's so good. That's actually funny, and like I should stop talking about it. It really does. I do want to say thank you for hanging out. That's I really just kind of expected to get on, and it was really just gonna be a practice stream by myself, but it's really neat having someone pop in. So thumbs up. I'm glad to be your late night content. how would you phrase it? Do you know someone? Do you know a born blind individual? I think that's, or do you know someone who was born blind? Why does it matter if they were born blind? I don't know. I think access is just such a phrase. My foot is asleep. No. Christ, I cannot wait to buy an actual like microphone because this is kind of embarrassing. I know that the quality is awful, so extra thank you for sticking around through this bullshit. Oh, I used to be coworkers with someone who was born. I can't remember if it was profoundly deaf or just deaf, and that's how I was learning sign for a time. Uh, I no longer work with her, nor do I really talk to her anymore. But she was chill. I know a good amount of autistic people, and most of them say that I am also autistic people, so that's do I know someone? I'm assuming. What do you need from? Why are we asking? I feel like this is like going somewhere, and I don't know if I should be comfortable with it, kind of thing. Like, what are we doing here, bud? This is just gonna look like a blob of green for now. That's really upsetting, but that's okay. Actually, I'm not gonna do the sleeve on this layer. That needs to be a different layer. I don't think I know anyone in New York. I maybe used to. I know I used to talk somewhat frequently with someone from Toronto, uh, and he offered to get high with me. He was like, "I'll make sure you do it safe." He was chill as fuck though. He's doing well. We actually follow each other on Instagram still, so that's nice. I knew someone from Malaysia. I knew someone from Romania. We actually were kind of like internet boyfriend and girlfriend for a second. It was cute. It was fine. I was 16. That's whatever. Uh, where else? Well, I knew someone also from Alberta, Canada, but he turned out to be a shitty pedophile, so that's awesome. Portugal, I think, or maybe she was from Brazil, but she spoke Portuguese, which is what they speak in Brazil. It's not too bad. Get another sleeve, sleeve. Oh, that's okay. So actually, I do have sound to color synesthesia. So sometimes I'd say it's really difficult to like express what color I see with certain sounds or music. Um, so like I think that's the closest. I mean, hypothetically, paint with a color you cannot imagine or draw something that is wholly unlike everything you've ever seen. What a question there, Bill. Um, I mean, hey, if we're going for a yes or no, Why the fuck not? I'll say yes. And I think that that's the type of thing that I wouldn't know if I can do it until I attempt to do it. Um, that seems very fair for a color I can't imagine and a thing I've never seen. Um, I'm very good at taking instruction and like helping people turn whatever is in their head into either appropriate language or image. Um, I don't know if that's relevant. I can't remember if I have my synesthesia art on my PC or my laptop. My laptop fucking ate the dust. I don't have it on my PC. Very, very sad. 'Cause that was a cool piece. Uh, that I did a hot minute ago, actually. I wanted to do more, but I never got around to it. And also, like, in order to get a clear image of what picture or color is happening, I usually end up listening to the same song a bajillion times in a row. So it has to be uh, 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 a song that I can listen to a bajillion times in a row. I like the answer. A lot of people said no. I said, can blind men paint all the colors of the rainbow? Can we create art beyond our limitations? Um, so yeah, I think that's fair. That's a very interesting thought experiment, I suppose. Um, huh. Can we create art beyond our limitations? I genuinely believe that, yeah, we wouldn't know unless we try. And I think that's where you get a lot of like shoot for the stars, you'll hit the moon type shit. Um, that's very interesting. I like that. It's also like if what is limiting you is, I don't want to just say like your ability, because I really hate the concept of like, oh, get good, but everything is a process. Everything is either a skill or a passion, and you have to treat it as such. So I think if there were someone who were passionate and truly, truly wanted to like put in effort and research and love into that thought, maybe. I don't know. Also, I'm sure there have been blind artists before. I feel like that's like a whole thing. Um, I don't know though. I'm just kind of sitting on this rock in space, you know? And also, I think it's dependent on your definition of art in a way, because like the thought of like, oh, could a deaf person create music? They could create sound, and they could create sound using musical instruments, which by definition would be music. It's just whether it was good or bad, I suppose, which is again very subjective. Um, so I don't know. I think Yeah, I think if someone wanted to put the love and effort into trying to create something beyond their limitations, then they should do it. Like at that point, they would only be limiting themselves for not doing it. Yeah, that's fair. Okay, we have half of a sweater. How we feeling? Pretty good. See, I like the color, but I think I like having green hair more in terms of like looking at the composition as a whole. That's cute. If I just make it like little green. See, that looks kind of gross though. Uh, that's not bad. Yeah, so maybe I have just too saturated of a brown. I like that. I'll go ahead and merge that in. Bonk, 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 bonk. Ooh, that's the wrong layer. Bonk, 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 bonk. Cool. Okay. Well, this can be on this layer because it doesn't matter if I'm under the hair here or not. It is 4:02. Probably when I am done with my flats, I will skedaddle. And I might honestly do this again tomorrow. Depends. Tomorrow night is when I go play Magic with some friends. So it depends on how late we're out, how I'm feeling afterwards. But could. Maybe if I remember to go shopping tomorrow, I can buy a microphone. I've got a friend who was telling me to just get a webcam with a mic, which I would use. I'd use the webcam for therapy mainly, because they're online, but I couldn't microphone. Oh no, I'm not assuming I have to. I think it's fun, and if it's something that I'm starting, why not commit to the bit, you know? I think it could be really neat. Um, but yeah, never, never assume I have to stream. Never pressured to do so, especially considering it's 4 in the morning and this is the first time I've ever done it, except for the one time on Instagram several years ago. Okay, how do we feel about this? Not bad. Need to fix a few things. Uh, Regardless, I do very much think that anytime I feel like drawing, I might go ahead and stream, because why not? Um, I also set up a scene on OBS for uh, Blockbench if I ever decide to stream my Minecraft resource pack, which I do plan on releasing incrementally. So like once I'm like done with the one block uh, that I should not have done that. The one block flowers, then I'll have a release. So I need to finish some art for it. Okay, so now here's the thing. Our tablets are usually black. Mine is white on the back, so I could just do like a grayish white. So I don't want it to be black on black. That would be a bad idea in terms of overall contrast. And I need to make sure I know what color the background is. That will be important. Do this. What layer is that? Yup. Oh, that's just this not being thick enough. What the hell? How old is my profile picture? Probably about 7 years. I was probably 20 or so in that, give or take. Think less. Think less, do more. It's fine. Why are you thinking? Do a tealy white for that. Love it. Tealy white. Is that too teal? Not enough white. Correct. There we go. Well, let me just actually, just as a time frame. Oh, I don't know if this one will stick around a full 7 years. I used to change uh, my Instagram one. I wouldn't say somewhat frequently. I think once every year or two. Um, and that was fun because my style would improve. What? What did I say? Must have think less, do more. I mean, it's true, dog. That's especially when, like, I don't know if you ever get like your brain. It feels like your brain has shut off, but it's actually in overdrive, and so you get in like paralysis, basically. That's where I was just then. So, hence, think less, do more. It helps. That's really funny. Oh, fucking, it would help if I had the right thing happening. Okay, let me just honestly get rid of everything for a second here. I just want to see this. think that it would benefit some people. Not everyone. I would never say everyone, but it would definitely benefit some people in this life to think less and do more. I used to be terrified of existing. I wouldn't say I still am. I'm working on it mostly. But like I would I don't want to say waste my life away, but I would lose opportunities and miss out on experiences just because I overthought a situation or I was scared about something for no reason. So think less, do more. As long as you're being responsible about it, I guess. But I don't know if for some people that responsibility pops in with the thinking part. Okay, let me see here. Oh, did not mean to do that. I meant to do this. There we go. I forgot that I do need to flat a face in. Well, do I? 'Cause technically those are lines. I could flatten my glasses. That would be okay. And I could maybe figure out colors of background if I want to do a pattern or anything like that. See, this still. Do I need to make it bigger? Is that the problem? Oh, well, that's not helpful. Do that one. Yeah, that's fine. Uh, oop, okay. Hand. Hate hands. Hands are the devil. Okay, think less. We have base of knuckles. Woof. What a point of view to have there, Bill. How's that going for you? That looks stupid. I hate hands. um, because also it's like foreshortened. It doesn't matter. Have any regrets about my decision? Just imagine the other outcome leads to death. Huh. And that's doing something for you? Not judging, just curious. I have come from a position where I'm just doing little mitt hands, fuck fingers. This is the worst ever. Uh, I've come from a position of not necessarily believing in regrets because you either learn something or you let something go, uh, or I guess alternatively you don't learn something, um, which is fine. At that point, it's not in your hands. That's fair. See, I'm of the point of view that caring about the perfect decision never helped anybody. It doesn't matter what could have or should have happened, because it didn't. Just focus on what you're doing now. Do I want to flatten my pen? Not really, I don't care. Do I want to give myself glasses and call it a night and figure out my background color? No, I'll deal with my glasses when I have a face because I don't want to pigeonhole my point of view. Put all of my little flats in a folder. What is this? Where's my color layer? That's all. Okay. Bonk. Actually, get rid of my well. I'm gonna grab that color real quick. Color layer. I'm just gonna put this under this. Boop. Okay. I suppose just for shits and giggles, we should think about my glasses are gold. They will probably end up being kind of more of a browny gold so that they don't blend into my face. Glasses are gold. I have a necklace. I do want to include. Um, if I color my eyes, they're also brown. This is just to make sure my colors look good. We're not gonna talk about whatever that was. I color my mouth. That is this kind of color. No, it's not. What is that? Get me. Ugh. That works. Okay. Okay. So now, gotta play around. Fine. Okay, the blue. Blue isn't bad. Darker blue. Um, well, no, it does not do well for the hair. There's not enough contrast with the hair through blue and purple. Will I have to sit on like a pink or red, maybe? Um, hey, shush, shush. This is just to pick a color for the background. We're not discussing it. That'll be a later Vic problem, okay? Oh, can you see my cursor just tapping over here? Oh, that's really funny actually. There's a settings window up to adjust uh background layer. I don't hate a dark red. A dark red is pretty good. Going from a dark green. The contrast on the hair is better. Probably too saturated, honestly. Get that on a 9. Get that. It should be closer to a 20 though. Okay, that's good. I like that. Let me see. Any other color I want to land on here? I do like a blue. That's black. Why do I like a blue though? Is my question. Um, I don't know. I think honestly red's probably as good as it's getting. especially because of the green to contrast with. And it does good against the hair. Should it be lighter? Honestly, it still contrasts pretty decently. Huh. Let me see. I'm gonna go super far away. Okay. I actually think I like the lighter red better. Uh, a reminder, this is what the face will look like. I think that's fine, honestly. Um, cool. I think I should probably make one thing at a time. Profile picture first, and then at some point I would like to make like stream starting, stream ending type shit. I should maybe like put music in. That could be fun. It's not like I'm making money off of my first couple streams ever. Although I guess they could tell me to take it down. I don't know if VODs automatically save. They probably do. I don't know anything about that. At the very least, I should probably smack in my watermark. Bonk. Huzzah. Neat. Well, I am going to go to bed, but just for posterity's sake and memory, I suppose. Thank you for being my first viewer. I don't know how long I'm going to keep that around, visible on the canvas. Honestly, I might, especially because if YouTube crops it to this same circle every single time, no one would know it's back there. It's a mystery. Why is that signature so good? Thank you very much. I put, I wouldn't say a lot of work into it, um, but a lot of consideration. My signature used to be, let me see if I can still do it. We had VR for a while. We had Triangle VR. We had Triangle Vic for a second, something like that. Because triangles are my favorite shape. But yeah, I wanted to update it when I read. You're welcome, I guess. When I re-downloaded my art software. So yeah, I'm curious. Was this just like like a recommended poll? Because that happened to me the other day. It was like 3 a.m. and just some random person streaming with 2 viewers. It's pretty funny. Don't know how that happened. Oh, interesting. Well, you did it. I hope you have a good rest, a restful sleep tonight, and a good rest of your evening. Thank you so much for sharing your time with me. Uh, and yeah, well, I think that's it.